طيب let's try it again يا إخوان. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. طيب let's see if they are now يا إخوان. السلام عليكم. اوكي ان شاء الله. السلام عليكم. طيب فكنا في المراجعة ما بدأنا بالدرس. We didn't actually begin yet. We were still in our review inshallah ta'ala. So now we begin the lesson inshallah ta'ala. فآخر جملة, our last sentence we were on was أمي تحاول أن تصوم. أمي تحاول أن تصوم. طيب نبدأ إن شاء الله تعالى بالدرس. We'll begin إن شاء الله تعالى with the lesson. وكنا في التدريب 11. We were on exercise number 11. Come on, app. What's wrong with my app today, Akwan? It's not changing as I go from Windows to Windows. Today is not my morning, Akwan, as far as our class goes. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. How is the sound now, Sheikh? Assalamu alaikum. Is there sound on the YouTube or the Facebook? Okay. Okay, perfect. Is the screen visible? It's not visible in the conference call. You know, you see, I'm in the conference. Hold on, Sheikh. I forgot. I got you. Can she feel on YouTube? Give me a second. I gotta run out the office. Okay, Father Sheikh. All right, there you go. I think it's coming up now. Alhamdulillah. جميلا. طيب قال بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The author continues. He says أجب عن طيب أجب عن الآتية. Answer the following questions. Answer the following questions. فعندنا 7 جمل. So we have 7 sentences here. نقرأها ونجيب عنها. So let's read them and then we're going to answer them inshallah ta'ala. Number 1. إذا كنت موظفا أو عاملا متى تقضي أعمالك موظف. If you are a worker, an official worker, or you are a worker, متى, when would you تقضي, when would you perform? Oh, buddy, where's your boy? You about to get squirted. When would you spend? When would you perform? أعمالك الخاص, your specific work. أعمالك الخاصة. When would you start? This should be a كسرة. إذا كنت موظفا, you are a worker, أو عاملا, same meaning. متى تقضي أعمالك الخاصة. If you are a worker, you could say موظف or عامل. The موظف is the one that's employed, the employer, the worker. The worker. إذا كنت موظف, if you were the worker, you can use two terms, موظف or عامل. First word, موظف, an employer or employee, and the عامل, the worker. نفس المعنى, same meaning. If you are موظف or عامل, you are employer or a worker. متى تقضي أعمالك الخاص? When would you perform your specific work? نقول, we will say, أقضي أعمالي صباحا. أقضي أعمالي صباحا. We will say, I, أقضي, will perform أعمالي الخاصة, my specific work, the work that is only for me, في الصباح, in the morning. أقضي أعمالي الخاصة في الصباح. I perform my work, my specific work, أعمالي الخاصة في الصباح. I perform my specific work in the morning. I perform my specific work in the morning. أعمالي الخاصة, my specific work, the work that is خاص لي, specific for me. That's the only thing about this cat. I need one of them lip things. طيب, الثانية, sentence number 2. هل تنزئها في عطلة الأسبوع فقط؟ Do you perform it? Do you accomplish it في عطلة الأسبوع فقط? During the weekly vacation only? Some work that you have that's specific for you. مثلا, هل تنزئها في عطلة الأسبوع فقط? Do you finish it during the weekly holiday, meaning the weekend? The word عطلة الأسبوع, we're going to write vacation, the weekend rather. عطلة الأسبوع, the weekly time off. This is understood to be the weekend. عطلة عطلة الأسبوع. You can also say العطلة الأسبوعية. You can also say العطلة الأسبوعية. The weekly vacation. The weekend. You can say in the مضاف إليه structure, and you can say it العطلة الأسبوعية. The with the صفة and the موصوف. So two ways you can say this word يا إخوان. You can say عطلة الأسبوع in the weekend and the مضاف إليه structure. You can also say العطلة الأسبوعية. العطلة الأسبوعية. شبيعين. You can also say it in the صفة and the موصوف structure. العطلة. طيب. العطلة الأسبوعية. The weekend. Technically, the first one would be the vacation of the week. Technically. The vacation of the week. This one here would be more like the weekend. Same meaning, different structure. So he says, هل تنزئها في عطلة الأسبوع فقط? Your specific work that you have to do, the things that are specific for you, do you complete them on the weekends only? هل تنجزها نعم هل تنجزها في عطلة الأسبوع? He says هل تنجزها get down هل تنجزها في عطلة الأسبوع فقط؟ عطلة الأسبوع فقط. Do you only finish them on the weekends? هذا بعض الناس ما عندهم وقت إلا في العطلة. There's some people مشغولون ما شاء الله تعالى في أعمالهم, where they're busy with their work. They can't do anything خاصا لهم for themselves specifically until they have off. هذا معظم الناس. هل تنجزها في عطلة الأسبوع? Do you finish them? Do you complete your tasks, the work that's خاص لك, that's specific for you? Some obligations you have for the family, مثلا لنفسك, for yourself, لأولادك, for your children, في مسجدك, for the masjid, أي عمل ما, any work here خاص لك, that's specific for you. هل تنجزها في عطلة الأسبوع فقط? Do you finish it only on the weekend? Do you finish it on the weekend only? بعض الناس يشتغل ينام ليشتغل وهذا حياتهم والعياذ بالله. Many of us, our lives is again ونعوذ بالله تعالى من حياة هذا أو هذه. And we seek refuge with Allah Ta'ala from a life like this. ما عندنا إلا النوم والشغل. All we do is sleep and work, sleep and work. لا نحتاج إلى وقت. We need some time يا إخوان. ليس كل شيء حصل المال أو جمع المال. لا. Everything should not be about getting money. You don't want your life only to be money, 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 money. Or نحاول ماذا نحاول أن أجمع مالا فقط. All I do is try to make money, money, money. No. فنحتاج إلى وقت للعبادة، وقت للاستراحة، ووقت للنوم، ووقت للدراسة، ووقت للعائلة. نعم. No, we need time for money, time for worship, time for rest, time for your family, time. فعلينا كذلك أن نقسم أيامنا في الأقسام. And we should try to break our days down into divisions, categories. طيب الثالثة, number 3. كيف تقضي بقية العطلة? How do you spend the rest of the vacation? Or can also be the weekend. How do you spend the rest of your time off? Can be a vacation, can be the weekend. كيف تقضي بقية, it's a new word يا إخوان, بقية العطلة. How do you spend the rest of the vacation? What do you do? So this could be your weekend or your time off from work. كيف تقضي بقية العطلة. The word بقية, the remaining, the rest. كيف تقضي بقية العطلة? How do you spend the remaining of the vacation? What do you do? تنام فقط, you just sleep. تجاولوا, you go around from place to place. ماذا تفعل? كيف تقضي العطلة? How do you spend the remaining of the vacation? Our new word, بقية, remaining. بقية, بقية, remaining. نقول أين بقية المال? Where's the rest of the money يا أخي? أعطيتك 20, I gave you 20. أين بقية? Where's the rest? طيب. So بقية, we're going to write 25 times, a new word. Remaining. عندنا طعام مثلا, وكثير منا لا يركز في رمضان إلا على الإفطار, وهذا خطأ. Many of us in Ramadan, all we think about is what we're going to break our fast with. طول الصباح, all of the daytime. نفكر عن الإفطار. All we're thinking about is what we're going to eat. نحن في هذا الرمضان مثلا, في هذا رمضان علينا أن نفكر في الفقراء, في أهل غزة وأهل اليمن وأهل السودان وغير هذه من أماكن إسلامية. Now we should also focus on the people of Palestine and Yemen and places in Africa, Sudan and the likes. عن الفقراء عموما, about the poor generally. فنحن عندنا طعام كأننا في المطعم في البيت. Many of us, we eat like we have a restaurant in our house. ونفكر عنهم, but we should think about them. وندعو لهم, and make dua for them. وإذا يمكننا أن نساعدهم نساعدهم, and we can help them. فرأينا معظمهم يفطرون في الشارع وما عندهم شيء. As you see, most of them breaking their fast with nothing in the street. وفي هذه الحالة يصومون. ما شاء الله. Even in this situation, they're still fasting. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. في الحرب كما كان الصحابة يصومون. They're fasting in times of war, like the companions used to do. ولكن ما عندهم شيء. ما عندهم بنيان, ما عندهم بيت, ما عندهم سكن. ويصومون. Allahu Akbar. They don't have anything. You see those pictures there, those videos, no house, no building, nothing, and they're still fasting. انظر إلى قوة إيمانهم. Look at the strength of their belief. يا سلام. بعضنا إذا كنا مثلهم لتركنا الإسلام ونعوذ بالله. Most of us, if that was us, we would have left Islam. ونعوذ بالله. ورأينا ولدا في الفيديو ما عنده شيء ويصوم ويقرأ القرآن. الله أكبر. There was one of the children there. He doesn't have anything. He's fasting and he's reading Quran. في الحرب, in the war. في الشارع, in the street. وما عنده شيء. He doesn't have anything. وهذا يدل على قوة إيمانه. And this shows, يا إخوان, the strength of his belief. The strength of his belief. فلا نفرح كثيرا في هذا رمضان عندما نفكر عنهم. So we're not going to be happy a lot in this Ramadan, ya ikhwan, when we think about the likes of them, what they're going through. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. طيب. قال الرابعة, number 4. هل تفعل هذا دائما? Do you do this all the time? Perhaps he's talking about going on vacation. Or if you answer number 3, how do you spend the remaining of your vacation? What did you do? What did you say? Do you do this all the time? هل تفعل هذا دائما? Do you do this all the time? Whatever you wrote, do you do it all the time? نقول لا أفعله دائما, أفعله أحيانا. تفعل هذا بضمة دائما. Do you do this all the time? We say لا أفعله دائما بل أفعله أحيانا. You say no, we don't do it all the time, we do it sometimes. لا أفعله دائما بل نفعله أحيانا. You say no, we don't do it all the time, rather we do it sometimes. لا أفعله دائما بل نفعله بضمة أحيانا. You say, no, you don't do it all the time. You do it sometimes. نعطيكم كلمتين. We'll give you two words يا إخوان. دائما, always, all the time. And أحيانا, sometimes. نكلا. So he says, هل تفعل هذا دائما? Do you do this all the time? لا أفعله دائما بل نفعله أحيانا. No, we don't do it all the time. We do it sometimes. No, I don't do it all the time. Rather, I do it sometimes. طيب, two new words يا إخوان. دائما and أحيانا. All the time, sometimes. We'll give it a third. نادرا, seldomly. نادر, very little, seldomly. دائما, so three words. أحيانا, نادرا, دائما. دائما, always, all the time. أحيانا, sometimes. نادرا, seldomly. يوجد نصراني لعله واعظ لهم. There was a Christian, perhaps he was a pastor or a minister or the likes. قال لا أخلي المسلمين يصلون أكثر مني. The man on national TV, the preacher man, he says, I'm not going to let no Muslims out pray me. فهو قال هذا في التلفاز. He said that on TV. لا أخلي المسلمين يصلين أكثر مني. I'm not going to let the Muslims out pray me or pray more than me. فالله أكبر, هذا من صفة الإسلام. حتى اليهود والنصارى يعرفون هذا, يعلمون هذا. That's a quality of Islam. The Muslims pray. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. There's a prayer for everything. Even the Christians and Jews know this. وهذا من جمال الإسلام ومن رحمة الله تعالى على العبد. And this is from the mercy of Islam, or the beauty of Islam, and the mercy of Allah upon His servant. من جمال هذا الدين كثرة الصلاة. Let's write that down, ya ikhwan. From the beauty of this religion, this way of life, is the abundance of prayer. من جمال هذا الدين, from the beauty of this way of life, كثرة الصلاة. Allahu Akbar. كثرة الصلاة. There's a prayer for everything. فالمسلم دائما يكون لسانه رطبا بذكر الله. هذا المسلم. The Muslim, his tongue is always wet, moist, with remembrance of his Lord. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. So write this down, ya ikhwan. من جمال هذا الدين كثرة الصلاة. The abundance of prayer. كثرة الصلاة. The Muslims, they make salah. You can say whatever you want about the Muslim. You salli. He's going to worship his Lord. Allahu Akbar. بأخطائه وبقصره وبتقصيره وبذنوبه يعبد ربه. You can say whatever you want about a Muslim, with their mistakes and their deficiencies, and they fall into sin, they make the salah, they pray. لا يكون مسلما إلا بالصلاة. The Muslim is not a Muslim without prayer. وفي رمضان يزيد. And in Ramadan they even pray more. Allahu Akbar. في رمضان وفي غير رمضان يزيدون. In Ramadan and outside Ramadan they pray more. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So write this benefit down, ya ikhwan. From the beauty of this religion, from the beauty of this deen, religion, meaning Islam, the large amount of prayer. They pray a lot. Walhamdulillah. يدخل سوقا يصلي. Look at the Muslim. He goes into the market, he makes a prayer. Allahu Akbar. يريد أن يستخدم الحمام يخرج من بيته يصلي. He leaves his house, he prays. يدخل بيتا يصلي. He comes in his house, he prays. Your nails. Bismillah. طيب. قبل أن يلقي الدرس يصلي. Before he starts a class, he prays. وبعد الدرس يصلي. After he prays, after he has class, he prays. عنده لبس جديد. He has a new garment. يصلي. الله أكبر. ربه سبحانه وتعالى ينزل عليه المطر. يصلي. His Lord, the Most High, bestows upon him rain, sends down rain. He prays. Allahu Akbar. هذا من جمال ديننا. That's from the beauty of this religion. المسلم يصلي. The Muslim prays. So let's finish يا إخوان. قال بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الخامسة, number 5. You about to get sprayed يا أخي. We're in class. طيب. متى تستريح? Number 5. When do you take a break? When do you take a break? هذا مهم يا إخوان. That's important. متى تستريح? When do you take a break? نحتاج أن نستريح. We have to take a break from time to time. Write this down يا إخوان. I want you to answer. When do you take a break? This should be a فتحة. متى تستريح? Answer. When do you take a break? When do you rest? الاستراحة مختلف من النوم. Remember يا إخوان, taking a break is different than sleep. متى تستريح? When do you relax? When do you take a break? نقول أستريح في النوم. أستريح في النوم. I rest and sleep when I'm sleeping. لا أستريح كثيرا. I don't really get a lot of naps. Usually when I'm up. أحيانا إذا أكون متعبا بعد الصلاة أنام. Sometimes when I'm tired after prayer I lay back down. لكن متى أستيقظ أكون ميقظا حتى أنام. But usually when I'm up until I sleep. May Allah help us all يا إخوان. لا أنام كثيرا. I don't sleep a lot. May Allah help us. أستريح في النوم. I take a break and sleep. So whenever you take your break, I want you to write when you take your break. When do you take it? When do you relax? يستريح المسلم في صلاته. Oh, let's write this down يا إخوان. The Muslim takes a break in his prayer. Allahu Akbar. The scholars, they take a break in their classes. That's their relax. That's their ease. في قراءة القرآن, when they're reading the Quran, that's their rest. That's their peace. MashaAllah. May Allah make us Muslim يا إخوان. يستريح في صلاته. He takes a break. He's relaxed. He takes it easy in his prayer. That's his rest. MashaAllah يا إخوان. يستريح في صلاته. The sister may say أستريح في تنظيف البيت. Some of the women, they like to keep the house, mashallah. So she takes her break while she's cleaning. This her peace. This her ease. Oh, they're new colors. Nice. طيب. He takes a break in his prayer. Everyone finds rest في أشياء مختلفة, in different things. بعض الناس يستريح في سيارة يسوق. Some people, to take a break, they have to take a drive. The wind, the lights. كل شخص مختلف. Everyone is different. طيب السادسة, number 6. Number 6. أين تذهب في صباح يوم العطلة? Where do you go in the morning? في صباح يوم العطلة. Where do you go in the morning? The day of your vacation. Where do you go? When you're on vacation, what do you do in the morning? Where do you go? He says, أين تذهب في الصباح يوم العطلة. Where do you go in the morning? How about go back to black? Where do you go? You on your vacation? طيب. In the morning time, where do you go? أجب. Answer. أين? This should be a ta. أين تذهب في الصباح يوم العطلة? Where do you go in the morning, the day of your vacation? Where do you go in the morning on the day of vacation? أين تذهب? Where do you go? طيب. أنا ما أخذت عطلة في حياتي. I never took a vacation يا إخوان. أنا أريد عطلة. I want to go on vacation one day. حتى الآن ما أخذت عطلة. إن شاء الله آخذها إن شاء الله. One day we're going to take a vacation. إن شاء الله. طيب. أذهب في الصباح إلى البحر. I'm going to go إن شاء الله in the morning to the ocean. أذهب في الصباح إلى البحر. I'm going to go إن شاء الله in the morning to the ocean, to the shore. Come on. أذهب في الصباح إلى البحر. I'm going in the morning to the ocean. That's where I will go on my vacation. طيب عندنا في الصباح. We have the phrase في الصباح, in the morning. We can say this one of two ways. في الصباح, or you can say صباحا. في الصباح, or you can say صباحا. Same meaning. In the morning or the morning. So we have في الصباح, in the morning. شو دونك؟ طيب في الصباح, in the morning. Or you can also say صباحا and make it منصوب. The morning. Or this would also be in the morning. في الصباح, no, في الصباح will be in the morning. صباحا will be the morning. No. صباحا, in the morning. And صباحا, the morning. You want to say late morning, you can say duha, the time before the midday, duha. في الضحى نلتقي في الضحى. Let's meet at the duha, right before midday. Still morning. No. Right? You want to say the dawn, you say fajra. Fil fajr. Let's meet fil fajr, in the dawn, before the sun comes up. Fil fajr. طيب. طيب آخر جملة لا sentence. أين تذهب في مساء يوم العطلة? Where do you go in the evening on the day of عطلة, on the day of the vacation? Where do you go at night? So I want you to mention where do you go at night? طيب. أين تذهب في مساء بكسرة بهمزة في مساء يوم العطلة. Where do you go in the evening of the day of the vacation? Where do you go? أين تذهب في مساء يوم العطلة؟ My English ain't the best today. Where do you go the evening of the day of vacation? طيب, let's imagine our vacation يا إخوان. نتصور عطلة. Imagine our vacation في المساء, in the evening. أذهب لأتجول في مساء يوم العطلة. I'm gonna go for a walk. طيب, أذهب لأتجول في مساء يوم العطلة. On the day of vacation, the evening, I'll go for a walk. I like to go for walks يا إخوان. أحيانا أتجول. I just go for walks sometimes. أذهب لأتجول في مساء يوم العطلة. I go for a walk on the evening of the day of vacation. طيب, we'll say this last drill للواجب ثم نبدأ القراءة الجديدة. So for homework, let's complete exercise number 12, and then we'll start our new reading tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala. It says با. Exercise با. صف ما تقوم به في يوم العطلة مستعينا بالتالي. So I want you to write a paragraph. He says, describe what you do on vacation, the day of vacation, by using the following. So write a paragraph And you're going to use these 6 sentences to help you. Describe what you do on your vacation. Describe what you do on your vacation. Number one, متى تستيقظ? Number one, when do you wake up on your vacation? ماذا تفعل بعد أن تستيقظ? What do you do after you wake up? Number three, كيف تقضي النهار? How do you spend the daytime? Number four, ما العمل الذي تؤديه بين المغرب والعشاء? What is the action that you do between Maghrib and Isha on your vacation? What do you do between Maghrib and Isha? Al-Khamis, number five. هل تنام مبكرا? On your vacation, do you go to sleep early? سادسة, number six. هل تنام قبل صلاة العشاء؟ لماذا لا تنام قبلها? Do you go to sleep before Isha? لماذا لا تنام قبلها? Why don't you go to sleep before it? Do you go to sleep before Isha? And why don't you go to sleep before if you don't go to sleep before? طيب اكتبوا فقرة. I want you to write a paragraph مستعينا بهذه الجمل by using these sentences inshallah. How do you take your break? What do you do on your break? طيب نكتفي بهذا. We'll stop there. وجزاكم الله خيرا. May Allah bless you all يا إخوان. وسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.